What's up guys, welcome back to another video. I'm still broken, but it's okay. Today we're gonna finish the last little pieces, I wouldn't say last pieces, but we're gonna finish the last big piece, I guess, on the G35, which is the angle kit, which I have over here, but I was recommended to buy new inner tie rods, just so I got stock ones that are brand new, so it won't wear out so fast. And it needed new lower control arm bushings, so I just bought some Rock Auto lower control arms. They'll do the job. New bushings and all in them, so and plus it's easier than having to press them out. But over here we have this side already out, or already the wheel off. I mean, I just got to take the tie rod off, you know, all this off, get it all done. I'm gonna do this side first without recording, and then I'm going to record the other side so I know how to do it, because it's just this whole GK Tech kit right here I have to put on, which I'll have to learn how to do as I do it. So really quickly, or you know, I don't know how long it's gonna take, but I'm gonna knock out this side, get it done, and then record the whole other side so I seem like I'm a professional and know what I'm doing. Also, thanks for all the love on the stickers. I've sold quite a few. I knew I wasn't gonna sell a shit ton like crazy. I'm not trying to get rich, just hopefully people enjoy them. Honestly, this one is my favorite one. Simple, and then that one's cool too. The Civics are cool, obviously, but enjoy them. Thank you guys, let's get started. So much fun. I just want to show you guys why I'm replacing lower control arms. I think that bushing is a little worn out if you ask me. So just brand new lower control arms make it way easier. You don't have to worry about anything. I did enjoy that this piece, that the lower ball joint had a nice little sleeve, so it just kind of fell out. It didn't have to be like popped out with the tie rod puller, or yeah, tie rod puller or anything. I'm gonna get back to it and finish this side up. Not having fun at all though. All right, back for a quick update. So the lower control arm was a real pain in the ass. Just annoying shit, just, you know, just typical nonsense. But the angle kit is pretty simple. You just bolt it on the side right here. It takes off this little bracket, which is right here. Just, I don't know what this bracket's even honestly for. It just bolts on there, whatever. Right here actually is where it bolts. But it takes that off and this bolts on, hooks onto this bottom joint right here. It's right under here. But yeah, it's pretty simple, honestly. Lower control arm is simple, it's just annoying. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I got the driver's side done. It's only been a while. I got it all on here. It needs to be eyeball alignment better and actually get a real alignment for the drift event, or at least something better. We got the driver's side on, it's all on there. It needs to be actually tightened down, but obviously I'm gonna wait till the alignment. This is all tightened down, everything's tightened down. I'm gonna put zip ties instead of these shitty things on here, like nice zip ties. Tighten down the boot really quickly. This side's all good to go. So this guy switch over to the passenger side and get that knocked out. I have a mess over here to clean up too. All right, we're nice and we're here on the passenger side. Gotta take the wheel off. I got all my tools that I use on the other side. So hopefully I don't gotta get back up and get to the toolbox over and over again. We also have a weird power steering leak, which is weird. Also, I adjusted a bunch of camera settings, so hopefully autofocus is better. These are not very good, obviously, because I just threw one the other day. And there's two tight ones. Turn this thing up. Enough. Now, pretty much, all we have to do is take that back bolt out. Let me put the light down. We gotta take that back bolt out, the sway bar bolt, the coilover bolt, and this ball joint bolt. That drops that thing out of the way. It's just some of them are a pain in the ass spots, but we'll figure that out. And then this bracket comes off for the GK Tech angle kit, and you literally take the bolt off and slide the piece on and bolt it all on. That's literally how easy it is, and then obviously hook the tie rods up. I'm putting new tie rod inners in also, just to make sure they're brand new so they don't wear out as fast. So just some preventative maintenance I was recommended to do. Me personally, I would have just sent it, but lower control arms were definitely needed. I didn't really want to do it, but they were definitely needed compared to the other one. You can see the other one over there. It's in two pieces right there. It already had fell apart. So that was definitely much needed. So I'm gonna set the tripod up and I'm gonna get to work. All right, I took the bracket off so far. I need to take off, personally, I'm gonna pop off the tie rod so I can spin the spindle back and forth pretty easy. I was gonna break this loose, but it's pretty tight, but also I'm replacing all of this. So I might as well just break it loose, and then when I take the tie rod off, I can take it off just from the end there and take the whole thing off. I'm gonna knock this out and use my tie rod puller, and this will be easy as hell to pop out. Got this nice dandy tie rod puller I bought years ago. Actually, sometimes helps out quite a bit. Better angle, I guess, right? Easy peasy. Tie rod is cold. If you guys are a car guy, you know how hard sometimes it is to get a tie rod pulled or a ball joint. And this handy dandy tool right here actually does pretty cool sometimes, if it fits. Also, if you know anything about me, if I could get an impact on it, I am going to use an impact. Now, you see, I was spinning the whole ball joint inside there. This ball joint will be replaced sometime in the future, but not before this drift event, because it definitely needs some lower ball joints. So, all right, let me show you all a little secret to this. Well-known secret, but it's my secret that I will give the world. I'm sure everybody knows this, honestly, but put a little pressure on it. Get a little pressure on it. There you go. Bolt came right out. And this is beautiful. Oh, right the fuck out. Look at that. Easy peasy. Gotta pop this bolt out. I already loosened it. Got the sway bar and that last bolt right there. So I'm gonna pop that out. YouTube magic it. All right, got the lower arm out. It was a little pain, but this bushing is almost just as bad as the other side. I don't know how they get that bad, but this one is definitely was needed. So I'm gonna put this one back in. I took the tie rod off because it was easier to get to that last bolt. It was just in a shitty spot. Like, it's just a terrible design sometimes. Some cars have terrible designs for things, but it's all good. Got it out, so let's get the new one back in. I'm gonna YouTube magic this too, because this is not very exciting. So, all right, the lower arm is all in. It is completely bolted down. And I don't know if this is called for or not, but on these bolts also, I'm gonna put some Loctite. I'm gonna put them in here, so I don't have to worry about it. There we go. These things ain't never coming off, boy. And see, this thing just bolts in right here, straight that hole, right there. That's how easy it is. I mean, this stuff, like I said, it's super simple. And honestly, it was easier to do the angle kit than it was to do all the LCAs and stuff. LCAs were kind of a pain in the ass. They were just annoying, really. They really weren't that difficult. They were just really annoying to do. Look at this bolt on here. I'll do some Loctite on it also. All right, we're gonna hit this with the Uga. Make sure I tighten that a little bit more in a second. And then the Uga on the bottom right here. Ain't going nowhere, buddy. And then we're gonna get this tie rod on here, and that will be all done. So I'm gonna knock that tie rod out really fast, gotta get it bolted on, and we're gonna try to adjust the alignment where I at least could roll it, or move it out of the garage and whatnot, so I'd like to clean a little bit. So let's get that knocked out really fast. All right, got the tie rod bolted on. I need to do some minor adjustments to get the toe at least drivable, I think. The rear, I did adjust the other day. It's good enough to probably drive around, honestly. It'd be kind of hard for me to drive with the boot on right now. Raise the front up. I gotta tighten these down still. I wanna make sure the ride height is actually at a good spot before I tighten all this down. So I need to get this wheel on really fast though, and then like kind of eyeball the toe. Honestly, none of that was that bad. There was a few annoying parts that were a little frustrating. And plus dealing with, like, you know, this is a 21-year-old car, you know, rusty little things, especially all the Carter pins and stuff. The Carter pins, I pretty much just had to break all of them out. All right, surprisingly, the passenger side is really not that bad. I need to probably pull out just a tad. Depending on how much I want to run toe-wise, be a little positive, I believe, but this side definitely need a lot of adjustments. I'm gonna adjust that really fast and see how it comes out. All right, that's much better. Let's see, this side looks pretty good too. This one's still a little out, but I want to get on the ground and make sure the coilovers are actually at a good height so I don't have to adjust them over and over again. The rear needs to be messed with a little bit, but I'll do that later. I have a headache right now. So let's get this thing jacked up. I want to pull it out. I gotta move the S10, but I want to pull it out and clean the garage really quick because it's a mess in here. Honestly, I raised it up a lot more than I intended to. Unless the springs haven't popped in place yet. It doesn't look terrible. It looks raised up for sure. But honestly, it might be better off like that. I'll probably lower it a little bit. It looks like a monster truck, but honestly, it should drive good. So that's what matters. Gotta let it run for me. It's not like the battery's about dead for me being in and out of it all day. Let me get over here, walk through here as I fall. Not too shabby. The brightness is kind of crazy on the camera right now. All right, I pulled it back in the garage after I swept really quickly. Still got a few other maintenance things I need to do to it. Next video, I'm probably gonna wait on all the interior crazy stuff. I don't have time, honestly, to pull all the interior out and make sure it's done correctly. But I would like to be able to roll my window up and down, so I bought this. They make aftermarket replacement for the window switches, and my window switch is bad on the driver's side. So I'm gonna install that on my car in the next video. And I think I'm gonna do the headlights too, because I definitely gotta get the headlights done. Those things are hideous, and I can't wait to get the headlight covers on there. I got the clear covers for it right here. So I gotta get those on and get the car all the way back together, and it should be fucking sweet. So that's the game plan. This thing, honestly, runs good. I need to pull a diff out. I really don't feel like it though.
24 hours later.
What's up, guys? It's the next day. My hair is all fucked off, but I got the angle kit all done yesterday, and I was just over it. It didn't feel too great yesterday, and I was just over it. But today, Lane's coming over. He's gonna weld the diff for me. So I was already started on it, but pulling the diff out right now as we speak. I got one axle out already, and this axle I gotta get one bolt left. I just have to keep getting up and down to pull the e-brake and everything, so I keep spinning it. And I gotta pull the drive shaft, and then there's 3 bolts, I think. There's one here, somewhere, yep, right there, and then right here. I don't think I'll have to drop the anything else. I'm trying to stay away from dropping the exhaust or dropping the sway bar. Sway bar would be pretty easy if I just want to drop the bottom, but it wouldn't go far anyway. So I think I'm gonna leave it, but I'm gonna try to get this diff out before they get here so we get this thing welded up and put back in. It's the last real thing I need for the G before the drift event. Right now my little brother's here. He's doing wood in the garage too, so it might be a little noisy for the video. I'm gonna try to film as much as I can, but it might not be the greatest, so I'm trying to get it done
tomorrow for sure.
All right, guys, we skipped ahead a couple hours. Actually, probably like a full day. Yesterday was a really busy day in here. I got the diff out before my friends got here so we could weld it. Got the diff welded yesterday, thankfully. I started the oil change. I got the oil drained out of the 240. Now I just gotta put it in, which I'll do that shortly. I think I got the exhaust off the rear, like the cat back off the 240. I needed it extended. I'll show you why. Here's a picture. And the exhaust would always hit right under here. So I wanted it to come out farther. So we got exhaust made. I gotta go pick it up sometime. Over here, I'm using this beautiful dirt bike carpet to lay on, but I gotta get the diff back in the car. Should be pretty easy. Diff is heavier than 240's diff, but it's not impossible. Should be pretty easy. So I gotta move the S10 and then pull the Equinox back here so I get the diff out. In here so it stands up, hopefully. All right, here is the diff. It was actually an LSD also, but there's all the welds. I don't feel like spinning the whole thing around, but it is welded up and ready to go. Got it nice and clunked up in there. This thing should hold great. I need it to sit still though. I gotta put some RTV on here, some gear oil in here, and put the cover back on. All right, I'm also trying to get better at recording more stuff. People have requested that. Even stuff that I don't feel like is very exciting. All right, that looks pretty good. I'm gonna wipe it down a little better. All right, got the cover good, got it cleaned up nicely. Not beautiful, but you know, good enough for a diff. This is all ready to go. Just gotta put my gear oil in there, some nice cheap shit, and then got some RTV for the top. And then I'm gonna let it sit overnight, so I don't have to worry about it leaking afterwards. And then tomorrow, I'll put the diff in. So let me find a better way to prop this thing up. I wanna put it inside the garage, so if it rains, don't have to worry about it. All right, I've seen this trick somewhere. I guess I did okay. I guess I'll do the job. I ain't going nowhere. He called for 1.5 quarts. Let's soak this whole thing up in this bitch. One done. Gear oil always stinks too. Probably a little extra than a little less. So that's a half right there. It's empty. Now we just need the RTV top on. So I'm gonna get all the bolts and get it all ready. All right, now it's time to put a healthy little layer of some nice ultra black gasket maker. I'm never good at sealing things up. Let's set the cover on nice and gentle. This is lined up. Throw a few bolts in here really quick to make sure it's lined up nicely. Act like I know what I'm doing, you know. All right, the diff is all good to go. There's a little seepage around the sides, but it's all good. This thing should seal up pretty nicely. Now I just gotta let it sit here overnight because I wanted to make sure it's sealed perfectly before I flip it up and get it back in the car. All right, while we're at it really quickly, I did not do the full oil change on the car yesterday. I did everything but pull the filter and put the oil in pretty much. Like I said before, I love the location of my oil filter, but I hate the mess it makes. Let's see if it makes a mess right now. It up a little slowly. I have the pan underneath it, so hopefully it catches it all if it makes a mess. I feel like oil filters always make a mess no matter what. Actually, right now. Oh, I think I got most of it. All right, I cleaned it up a little bit, and I put the new oil filter on there. But now I got to get some oil in this motherfucker, and then should be good. I can't start today because I don't have the exhaust fully on. It'll sound like a tractor, which it is a K, so it is a tractor. All right, also random, I run in my KT, I run 15W40 T6. Good, nice, thick ass oil. This is pretty much a tractor motor, so I run tractor oil. Now, I was recommended a long time ago to run it in the good turbo cars, and honestly, this motor, knock on wood, has been really solid for the last couple of years. I just had a lot of little issues like turbo manifold cracked, a bunch of other little things, but the motor itself, knock on wood. But that's all done. Oil change is completed on this car. I just put new spark plugs in right before we did the transmission. I'm gonna fast forward to tomorrow and we'll get this diff in the car. Pretty sure that will be everything for the drift event. The car should be, I need to test drive it more. I should get the boot off this week. I should be able to actually drive the car and make sure it's good. So I'm gonna clean up in the garage and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
The following day.
What's up guys, we are back. It's the next day. We have the differential ready to go in the G, all welded up. You guys saw me put it all back together. Also got my exhaust back. Nothing crazy. It should sit, you know, somewhere out here. I just want it not melt in the bumper. But it doesn't have to be perfect. I just bought some O'Reilly's pipe and we welded it together. It was really easy. I cut my fart can off. I still need to get another hanger welded on. I guess I lied. I do not have a brand new gasket like I thought I did. I think I used it just the other day actually for the downpipe. I definitely got to get one ordered and then we'll get this exhaust on. Probably the next video, I guess. So I got a few more things I need to do to the S14 before the drift event. So let's get this diff in now and we'll go from there.
All right, hopefully that's a good enough angle for you guys. I really thought I was gonna be able to manhandle this, and I tried to do it, like pick it up under here. Way too fucking heavy, so I got the jack, which obviously is a smart choice. All right, hopefully this is a decent view. I got this back bolt started. Got the big bolt right here started also. I had to drop the sway bar down a little bit, which will be easy to back up. So it was just fucking 14 millimeters. So all that struggle for nothing. Manhandling it is not it. I just gotta hook the drive shaft up. There's 4 bolts, and there's 6 bolts for each axle. I'm gonna knock that out really quick because it's just time consuming bull crap, and tighten all these bolts down, and we should be good to go. All right, after an excruciating amount of time, I got all 6 bolts on this one, all 6 on this one, both speed sensors nice and done, the back bolt tight, both front bolts, and all 4 drive shaft bolts. Now I'm gonna do something I've never done before, but I've had this stuff for a little while. I've been meaning to use it on something. So I bought cross-check torque seal. So it's supposed to just tell you when, like you could, let's see here. I've seen it, a bunch of guys use it. You put it on your bolts like that. Maybe a little cleaner on the next one, let's see. And then you can tell when your bolts are loose. So that's the game plan there. So we'll do that on all the stuff. It don't have to be perfect, I guess. I'm gonna put that on all the axle bolts, and I'll put it on all the drive shaft bolts. And it's nice and bright so you can see it, so you know if the bolts are loose. So I'm gonna go around really fast and knock it out on all of them. Got all 6 on this side done already. A little thick on some of them, but it should be the same trick. So I'm gonna knock that out really fast, and I'll be right back. All right, it's not pretty, but it does the trick. And I also went through and did it on all the adjustment arms on the on the camber and the toe arms. I did it really quickly on them, as you can see right there. So it will tell me if they are loose or have moved. So that is sweet. Now technically, the G should be pretty much all ready to go. We did an oil change out the other day. I don't know if I said that earlier in the video or not. Filthy. The rug did help a lot. The mat, it's dirt like mat, but it's solid for what I was doing. But the G should be ready, except for I needed align it, which will be in another video, I guess, because I am exhausted. Hey, my nose ain't running anymore because I took some medicine before I came outside. But I got alignment plates right here, or toe plates, I guess. So I need to adjust the toe on this thing. Maybe a little camber, which I could use my phone for that. I need to test drive it. Today is Tuesday. Thursday I should get the boot off. I don't know what day this video is coming out. It'll probably come out Wednesday or Thursday, depending on how I edit it. And after that, I'll do the test drive video after I get all this done too, because I might try to get some donuts in this thing or something before the event, just to feel it out. I need to order some tires too. That's the game plan. But I'm stoked. I'm about to clean this whole mess up. I'm about to go inside and start editing this video. I hope you guys enjoy it. I got the angle kit on, the rear end welded. I would have had this exhaust on the S14, but waiting on some gaskets. I already ordered them. I ordered them while I was sitting here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Peace.